Is this thing on? Oh, yes it is. Hi! This is Kat Banyano. I am a nobody. May God help me contribute something useful to your life today. Welcome to PeksTalk. Okay, now, how would I fade this beat out? Good afternoon, everyone. Gloomy afternoon today. Medyo umuulan na medyo mainit. In short, it's a bad time to have coffee. And I have one on my hand right now. So this podcast is called PeksTalk. I would spell it. It's spelled as P-E-K. What am I saying? PEKSTALK. So PeksTalk. Why PeksTalk? That's for another episode. I'm gonna talk more about it, how I came up with that name. It's because of my friend. But like I said, let's talk about it next time. So here we will talk about anything and everything about our lives in the Philippines in the 90s, maybe 80s too, if I can still remember. And then perhaps we can go further down AD and BC. You know I'm joking, right? But who knows? So the topic for today is the different pastimes of the kids and young adults in the 90s versus now. So medyo marami tayong maiko-contribute here because when I was a kid, it was the 90s and I've had some fair shares of the kid plays before. And today, as my very first guest and possibly one of my regular co-hosts here is my partner, Reza. Okay, so pag-uusapan natin yung mga larong 90s and paano tayo nagkikill ng time and kung ano yung mga nakakatawang experiences natin with our moms and dads and titas na lagi tayong pinapatulog every afternoon. So, yeah, let's start.
Yeah.
Why don't you say hi muna?
Hi guys. Excuse the bedroom voice. We are literally in our beds.
In the bedroom.
Because this is the only room in the house where it's soundproof and the cats are not around. So hello.
Just you wait. Anyway, so what were your favorite pastimes during the 90s, Reza?
Sobrang dami. Pero
Ano yung pinaka natatandaan mo na tumatak sa'yo? I remember you told me about TV, watching TV sa kapitbahay.
yeah, I was very young then. Actually, it was probably in the 80s pa. Kasi I was born 1984. So 6 years of my life, 5 years of my life, first 5 years of my life was in the 80s. So I remember dati, we used to live in a boarding house, and during that time, my mom could not afford, to live in a decent apartment. Ganyan. Anyways, we would watch TV sa neighbors. I would watch TV sa may kapitbahay, and whenever they see me watching, the kids would, close the windows para hindi ko
That's
mapanood.
rude.
Yeah, those were kids,
How did you react to it?
I was hurt kasi, di ba, wala kang TV, hindi ka makapanood. I was really hurt. And
Meron ka bang moments na mala telenovela like hintayin nyo magkaka-TV rin ako ganyan?
looking back, hindi ko siya naisip. Pero ngayon, syempre okay. I don't want to say anything rude sa podcast. Pero yun. That was a thing of the past, but it was fun.
How about the games that you played
So,
when you were a kid?
When I was a kid, when we had our first house, a house that my parents owned, that was already in the 90s. We had our house in 1990. So, it was fun, basically.
Do you go out a lot?
Yeah. Kasi ang daming neighbors. Ang dami namin kapitbahay ng mga bata. And we always play.
Yun yung meron dati, no? Dahil dikit-dikit yung bahay dito sa Pilipinas, it's
unlikely.
It's unlikely
na wala kang
may kita.
Kababata.
Oo.
Ganun
Na
talaga.
ang playtime mo would mean nasa labas ka at nagpapawis ka sa labas with other kids. Unlike sa West, 'di ba? Sa West, they can play
Indoors.
inside, and then the moms would just invite other kids, and then for
afternoon tea, mga ganyan. Social, diba? Wala tayong ganun. Walang ganun. So, yun.
Sleepovers.
Ayan, mga sleepovers, ganyan. Walang mga ganun sa Pinas eh.
So, what are the games that you played with other kids?
Alam mo, during our childhood, no? Pag nag-aaral ka, syempre less yung time to play. Pero during the summertime, doon na eh. Yun na yung peak ng playtime mo eh. And the games that we play a lot is yung bahay-bahayan. Di ba? Eh, sobrang weird kasi ang pinakagusto kong role, yaya.
Yaya?
Oo. Kasi
sa amin, nanay at tatay lang at anak. Sa inyo may yaya.
Oh, syempre, may security guard nga eh.
Wow.
Syempre, nangarap ka rin lang, di ba?
Okay.
So, todo mo na. So,
na-enjoy mo maging yaya? Anong role mo doon?
Kasi that way, you get to do the luto-luto. You get to play with the toys.
So, tell me more about the luto-luto. Ano yung mga niluluto nyo literal sa bahay-bahayan? Because I do have a story for that.
Mga dahon, anything.
Dahon?
Oo.
Okay.
Tapos, pag pwedeng pumuslit ng mga bigas, kasi napapagalitan kami eh. Pag kumukuha ka ng bigas or mga malunggay, ganyan, napapagalitan kami.
Kasi bawal yun. Masama daw yun magsayang.
Exactly. Lalo na kay mami. Pero, pag hindi, kung ano-ano lang, mga dahon ng makahiya, yun yung ginagawa namin malunggay. Ayun lang. Tapos,
how about yung mga utensils, yung mga kaldero, ganyan? Anong mga ginagamit nyo?
Lata ng sardinas.
Okay, same.
Ganyan.
Same.
Tapos,
do you cook it in fire?
Yeah, real fire.
How?
Posporo. Pupuslit ka ng posporo, di ba? Kasi walang lighter.
Same.
Hindi pa uso lighter dati. Tatay lang ang may mga lighter. Kami wala.
Kami naman, since malapit yung bahay namin sa Pita. So, sagana yon sa mga kangkong, gabi, ganyan. And we know kangkong, di ba? At mga gabi. Medyo...
It grows everywhere.
It grows everywhere. And then, kapag hiniwa-hiwa mo yan, malagkit sila, di ba?
Oo.
So, yung kangkong, yung dahon ng kangkong, didikdikin namin yon. And then, yung katas nun, yun yung gagawin naming mantika.
Okay.
I don't know if may makaka-relate. I'm sure may makaka-relate dito. At least one or two na makikinig sa atin. But, yun. So, lata, and then, so yung bahay-bahayan package would include lata, and then mga dahon, tama, and then mga papel, tapos gagawa ka ng parang stove na ile-level mo ng konti, tapos mo lalagay yung lata. Then sa ilalim, papasukan mo ng papel, and then yun nga, sisindahan mo ng posporo. And then after that, pag kumulo na, ayun, isasala na namin sa yung mga luto-lutuan dati na plastic. So, yun. And then, syempre, after that, sasemo na kami kapag nakita na may nagliliyab na kung ano-ano.
Tapos,
it was fun.
Don't forget yung mga candy wrappers. Yung kasi ang pinapansahod sa akin. Kasi yaya ako, di ba? Totoo, yun yung pera-pera,
so, that's
diba?
the pera?
That's the pera.
I can't remember kung ginawa namin yun.
Snow bear, candy mint.
Yeah, oo. Flat tops.
Flat tops was the like 1,000 sa amin. So, yun.
Parang may natatandaan niya akong ganun.
Tapos napapagalitan ako
Yun yung currency.
Oo, yun yung currency. Tapos napapagalitan ako ni Mami kasi pag uwi ko, ang dami kong bit-bit na basura. Kasi yun yung sahod ko for that day. Di ba?
So, ako naman, ang pastime ko before, well, after kong gumising dahil pinatulog ako ng tita ko, araw-araw yun dapat matutulog ako ng hapon.
Hindi ka tumatakas? Kasi kami tumatakas kami.
Hindi ako tumatakas kasi stricta yung tita ko eh.
Okay.
As in stricta siya.
Uh-oh.
I don't wanna talk about it, but we had, a very lively relationship tong bata ko. But it's not
Kasi it's for your own good.
It's for my own good naman.
Mm-hmm.
Pero takot ako doon. Anyway, so nung bata ako, text, Ghost Fighters.
Yeah, that's given. I think
Fernando po Jr., yung maliliit na text.
I think hindi buo yung childhood mo kung wala kang
Nung 90s.
Oo, kung hindi ka nakapaglaro ng pollen tsaka text.
Yeah.
Dapat pala text.
What's interesting was hindi ko masyadong na-enjoy yung Jackstone. Yung Jackstone, mas na-enjoy ko yung outdoor games like turumpo, yung games with boys. Yung talagang madudumihan ka.
Yung mga games na nakikita mo na lang sa libro ngayon.
Yes, oo. Which I think naman may mga bata pa naman naglalaro ng ganon.
Pero improvised na kasi kahit sa mga rural or urban or kahit saan man yan, you will see kids nowadays playing with gadgets regardless kung saan sila nakatira.
Yeah. So yun na nga yung difference now, no? So now ang pastime ng kids
mostly
gadgets. Ay digital.
Yung decrease nung physical or outdoor activities or playtime ng mga bata dati. I mean ngayon versus dati, sobrang impactful. Parang ang laki nung gap. Kasi
and talking about that, how did those activities affect your life as you grow up and become an adult? So yung mga like bahay-bahayan and yung mga games na nilaro mo with other kids outside, did it somehow have an effect on you?
I think
may napulot ka pang values doon.
I'm not sure with values, pero
I'm sure
the most that I noticed, not just me, but for people growing up as kids in the 90s, we have much better social skills. I'm not an expert. I'm not backing that up with a scientific study or whatsoever. That's just my opinion.
Social skills meaning person.
Yeah, social. The way you talk to people personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kasi we have social media now, right? And some kids nowadays are very good communicators. They are called, di ba nga, influencers.
Influencers. But that's different to actually talking to real people.
So your activities in the past, the games that you played when you were a kid somehow affected you.
It helped me.
It helped you
be more sociable. Hindi kasi kung i-compare mo sa isang taong nasa bahay lang lagi, doon lang naglalaro. Yung mga bata na mas na-expose with other kids, mas siguro I don't know, this is just me, pero yung confidence level medyo may konting
street smart ba ang pinupunto mo?
Hindi naman street smart. Well, that's part of it. Pero yung how you deal with other people. Mas kasi kung i-compare ko kung if I had lived differently, if I was, for example, nasa bahay lang, hindi ako pinapalabas, sobrang strict ng parents mo, ganyan. I would have been a little bit aloof
Mm.
in talking to other people, especially those that are not in my immediate circle.
Mm-hmm.
So parang it helps. It helps. Nagkakaroon ka ng confidence.
Yeah, I agree
para
with
sa akin
confidence.
para sa akin.
Because for me naman, since I played a lot of games during my childhood that involves competition, like Moro-Moro, Tex, Chinese Garter,
tama.
Mother, ganyan. It helped me, eventually, it helped me build my confidence too, and then it helped me become competitive. Not in a bad way, but it helped me become, more stronger. Is that the word? Mas kumpiyansa akong it helped me create a goal na dapat manalo ko. Not just sa mga competitions, because I eventually entered sports in my elementary days. So, nagkaroon ako ng prinsipyo na kung ipapasok ako sa competition, I need to win. So, yung kumpiyansa ko during that time, mas na-build because of those games that I played.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. So, now, anong pinagkakaabalahan mo as an adult?
During this pandemic?
During this pandemic. Well, I know, but you tell them what I know because we share the same house.
When I was in high school and when I was in college, medyo na-hook ako sa mga network games like Counter-Strike, MU, Global, that sort of games, Quake. Ewan ko kung nakaka-relate pa yung mga younger generation. Pero meron pa eh. Meron
no, nakaka-relate. Hindi ko alam yun.
Counter-Strike, meron pa, diba?
Ano yung Quake?
Quake is like Counter-Strike. It's just a different... It's not food.
Kala ko Quake na food. Okay.
Yan. So, right now, I'm going back to that. I'm currently playing Call of Duty. Warzone. To kill time, aside from, working. Yun. It's fun. It's fun. Kasi, nare-realize mo na ang dami pang kaedad ko na naglalaro din. So, parang, it's like going back to a time where everything was carefree.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a good...
Isn't it weird na you're so playing mobile games, playing computer games now that you are an adult? Isn't it weird na kids nowadays does that too?
No. Kasi if I was born in this generation, I'd probably do the same.
Do you ever feel like nag-doubt ka ba sa sarili mo na immature pa ba ako? Bata pa ba ako? Why do I think like this? Kasi I'm sure nararamdaman din to ng ibang mga adults na nagpe-play ng games.
No, I don't think so. No, kasi para sa akin, we can't be adults all the time. That is...
Kasi I feel that
That is tiring. Nakakapagod.
That's a good point.
Diba?
And the reason why I mentioned it is because sometimes I question myself too na bakit pa ako nagsispend ng time sa ganitong mga activities like online games, because I also play Call of Duty sa phone, and then eventually na-impluwensyahan mo ko maglaro at mag-install ng Call of Duty sa laptop. And I enjoyed it. It definitely helps me kill time and relieve anxieties.
And enjoy.
Yeah. But at the back of my mind, medyo nagtatanong pa rin ako kung kung may pinagkatandaan ba ako, is it right that I still play games in my age? Like, I'm 33 and I'm still playing games.
Ako kasi, this pandemic really hit me hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a realization. Actually, it's an everyday realization na sobrang iksi ng buhay.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you love doing what you're doing and you're not hurting other people, even if it's childish, go for it.
Is that your advice?
Yeah, it's what I tell myself.
Young ones now?
I cannot speak for them. I cannot say it's an advice. Pero, for me kasi, parang, these small joys are what we need. Especially during this time.
To find something that would make you happy.
Yeah, in small ways. Kasi this does not bring happiness. This is not something that brings true joy. This is just material things. Pero it somehow alleviates whatever anxieties we feel. Alam mo yun?
Yeah.
It's an escape. It should, kids, we should not be doing this on a daily basis. Unless you're a professional player and you get paid for it. But these kinds of activities that allow us to somehow feel a little bit sane.
Yeah.
Go.
Agree.
Okay lang. Push mo lang. Walang problema. Basta you have to do your homework at the end of the day if may homeschooling ka or online studies.
And you have to do your chores, right? So
Of course,
chores.
of course.
Maghugas ka ng pinggan after kumain,
Yeah,
diba?
yeah.
Magluto ka muna bago ka
You don't.
laro.
The thing is, you don't have to make it your world.
Yeah.
But you have to be. You can be a part of it. Pa-konti-konti lang. Alam mo yun. And then you can go back to reality and then escape again. Mga ganon.
Yeah. And it just hit me. This could be a good topic sa later episodes.
Yeah.
About
Hopefully.
how much would you surrender to social media and digital games or the cyber world? How much how many percent of your of yourself would you give to social media
Yung time.
and to your reality, diba?
Maybe you should
later.
Tap a friend who's an expert in that field. I'm sure you know someone. Probably, you know, someone who could back it up scientifically or someone who has studied, I don't know, sociology probably.
Maybe
Sociology ba? Wala akong alam.
Yeah. So, in short, kids before and kids nowadays have the same goal, and that's to kill time
And have fun.
To have fun, right?
Yes.
Instead of studying during the weekends,
But
when you
I
should be playing.
Yeah,
diba?
yeah. But I noticed something when I started playing Call of Duty and Counter-Strike again in this time during the pandemic. Kids nowadays trash talk too much.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should talk about that in another.
Should be a different topic.
Yeah, pero nakakaloka talaga. Kasi before,
paano ba yung trash talking before?
I mean, I don't want to say it on the cast, pero dati kasi, meron sobrang dami. Sobrang dami kasi dati I used to play Counter-Strike sa mga internet cafes. And man, grabe sila magmura. Pero nowadays, kasi dati, pag may nagmura, medyo nararamdaman mong nag-hold back siya sa mura niya eh. Kasi feeling siguro niya mapapagalitan siya. Or it's like embedded in our minds na sasawayin ka talaga. Pero
kasi kapitbahay mo lang eh. And kapag minura mo yung palaro mo, sasabihin, susumbong ka sa nanay mo, tapos tatakbo lang sa kabilang pinto. Diba?
It's like that. Pero kids nowadays, very blunt. Wala silang pakialam.
Kasi nga, they're behind computers.
Exactly.
They can say whatever they want, like trolls.
Which goes back to what I said earlier na mas socially aware ata. Yun ba yung term? Mas
Yeah, socially
aware. Yung nakalakhan ko versus ngayon. Diba? Ayun. I don't know. It
was fun.
If we like talk about it in general, it would take up a lot of our time. So siguro probably in
another episode, yeah. So I think we must end the episode here. We've talked a lot. Maybe I could talk about why I came up with this podcast and a little bit of history about the title in the next episode. I'm sure I've mentioned that in the intro, but I'm saying it again. So if you enjoyed listening to this first episode or you have any topics that you'd like us to talk about, send nyo lang. Please send us an email to PeksTalk. Again, PeksTalk @gmail.com, and we will sure read it, good or bad. Feedback is welcome. I am still thinking whether I would create an Instagram account for this, but who knows? Maybe I would or not. So that's it.
Yeah.
That's it for today.
Thanks for having me, Kat.
Just so you know, I will try to upload every week, at least 2 podcasts every week, as much as I can. But I cannot promise that, of course. But I will.
Sana
I will try.
nag-enjoy sila.
Sana nag-enjoy kayo and
Medyo bitin eh.
medyo bitin. This is our pilot episode, so medyo kinakabahan pa kami. And this may not be as perfect as
how a podcast should be. Pero this is genuine.
Yeah, this is genuine.
This is how we talk.
Yeah, and this is the purpose of the PeksTalk, actually.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
talk
Normal,
about stuff.
genuine conversations.
Yep.
Yeah.
So if you have any topics in mind, just send it through, and we'll talk about it. Maybe we could, pick some of you, and then do an interview, and let's talk.
Or you could read comments.
And read comments, yes.
And answer them.
Yep, we can. Ask me.
I'm just a guest.
Ask me. Yeah, we could. Later. There's a lot of ideas, a lot of content that should be made. And I hope kahit paano na-entertain namin kayo today. Next episode, I'll try to be with my very good friend. But that's a secret. Let's wait. Thanks, guys.